In 2021, the United States government declared a war on what they called a toy company. They weren't building missiles or tanks, they were building gadgets you buy your nephew for Christmas. But the Pentagon realized something terrifying. This wasn't a toy. It was the most perfect spy device ever invented, and it was already in everyone's backyard. But I have to admit, this isn't a tech review. This is the story of how one company quietly conquered the sky while nobody was watching. And by the time the world tried to stop them, they realized a terrifying truth. It was already too late. To understand the threat, you have to understand the genius. You see, before DJI, flying drones was a misery. It was for engineers, not filmmakers. DJI didn't just make it better, they made it magic. While American competitors were building clunky prototypes, DJI focused on the invisible things: stability, connection, perfection. They didn't just beat the competition, they humiliated them. By 2018, DJI controlled the entire market. But this perfection was a trap. DJI didn't just sell you a drone, they sold you an addiction. The batteries, the software, the flight logs, it was a closed loop. Pilots spent thousands of hours learning their system. Companies built their entire workflow around their code. It wasn't brand loyalty, it was a hostage situation, and the world was happy to be held captive. Then the toys started doing serious work. Suddenly, DJI wasn't just at weddings. They were inspecting our nuclear power plants. They were scanning our bridges. They were flying over our police stations. The toy had quietly become critical national infrastructure. And that's when generals in Washington started sweating. Every time a DJI drone flies, it maps the world. It records the terrain. It tracks the pilot. The question wasn't, is DJI spying? The question was, could they? And when the hardware flying over top-secret US military bases owned by a company in Shenzhen maybe is not an acceptable answer. So the US dropped the hammer, the entity list. The same weapon they used to destroy Huawei from the US market. They banned agencies from buying them. They grounded fleets. They tried to suffocate the company. This was supposed to be the end of DJI. The American competitors cheered. They were finally going to win. But then, nothing happened. The ban failed. Why? Because the American alternatives were garbage. They cost 5 times more and worked half as good. Even the police departments who were told to ban DJI kept buying them secretly. When you are searching a missing child in the woods, you don't care about geopolitics. You care about the camera that works. Believe me, the US government tried to kill DJI, but the market said, nope, not happening. But that doesn't mean it was a happy ending for DJI. Today, we are in Cold War. Governments are pouring billions into blue US programs to build an American rival. But DJI isn't slowing down. They're automating farms, delivering cargoes. They are digging in deeper. The world tried to stop them because they were too powerful, but they learned a hard lesson. Banning a company is easy. Replacing them might not be possible. What would you do? Would you ban the best technologies to feel safe? Or you keep the skies open? Let me know in the comments.